That's right. Pete Alonso tops our list for the great race for NL MVP. He is #1 this week. He continues to stay on a tear. Matter of fact, he's your NL Player of the Month, presented by Chevrolet. And Pete Alonso kind enough to join us live on the national pregame shows. You see his stats this month. I mean, 358 with 6 home runs, 11 doubles, OPS almost at 1,200. Yeah, I think he's a Player of the Month. Pete, good to see you. I gotta imagine after the free agent soap opera that took over your life before the season started, that this 2025 campaign could not be going any better for you right now. Am I right?
No, it feels great. I mean, I'm sure it's a soap opera for everyone else, but for me, it was actually worked out perfectly.
Because you came back to New York, or it was exactly the kind of deal that you wanted?
It was both. I mean, I just got to, for me, the ultimate priority was going to a winning organization, and that momentum that we carried in the postseason was absolutely electric. I mean, the guys in the clubhouse are some of my dear friends. This organization has believed in me since I was drafted as a 21-year-old kid, and they called me up and they kept me around for the 6 years of my service time, and they wanted me back. They wanted more. So we get a chance to go do it again and keep winning ball games.
Man, I must say, Pete, I was so happy to see you come back to the Mets. I'm happy to see it all work out, and I love to see the adjustments that you have made. Any kind of jab that anybody's ever tried to put on your game. If anybody's ever said, oh, he's just power, he's not average. This year, it's been a significant shift. The biggest thing that steps out to me, more walks than strikeouts, and that's been a huge change for you. When we have talked in the past, you never really get into mechanics, but has your approach on how to win an at-bat changed at all this season?
I mean, to be honest, I think for me, holding on to my mechanics and being the best version of myself pitch to pitch allows me to see the ball longer. And I feel like this offseason I worked really hard to be able to hold my good mechanics, which where I feel like I'm at my best. And I want to continue to do that at bat to at bat, pitch to pitch, and game to game. So I feel like I'm in a really good spot. And not just like results-wise, but I feel like I'm making good swing decisions. I feel like my mechanics are nice, efficient, and repeatable, and that's really all I want to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely repeatable, and it's getting you a lot more hits, and it's eliminating the strikeouts, and it's allowing you to be the catalyst of this amazing, I call it the big three that you have there in New York. And one thing that stood out to me, I want you to go through this at bat with Lindor with me yesterday, because a couple things jumped out in my mind as I'm watching the situation. Runners at second and third, but now you have Soto on deck and you have you sitting in the hole. As I'm watching this, I'm saying, man, they don't have a choice. They're going to have to pitch to Lindor, and I know that this is going to end up really good because you have 3 dominant hitters at the top of the lineup. What have you noticed this season about how managers are managing against you guys with the big 3 at the top of the lineup?
Well, I mean, to be honest, when all of us are controlling the strike zone and showing that we're not going to chase and we're just going to get the ball in our location where we're looking, I think that kind of cuffs opposing pitching staffs, because it's like, okay, these guys aren't chasing, and we got to come in the zone in order to have a chance to get them out. So, I mean, again, like us all staying disciplined, it's all symbiotic, and it really shows.
Yeah, I had a conversation with Aaron Judge after he won the MVP about the impact of hitting behind Juan Soto. And was it real that being on the on-deck circle and watching so many pitches, because he grinds out every at-bat, does that impact you? And he said absolutely. Has it impacted you, Pete, to see so many pitches that close to home plate while Juan Soto is just the master of the strike zone?
I mean, he just doesn't give in, and it's not just like seeing the pitches, but how he mentally and physically wears guys down. Where, I mean, people don't want to give him a mistake. He's a phenomenal hitter, but I think the reason why it's not just seeing the pitches, it's what he does pitch to pitch, where he's just wearing guys down. Where, man, like he's not swinging at those borderline pitches, and when he gets a pitch over the middle of the plate, he's going to whack it. So that's, I mean, just seeing how he grinds down pitchers, not just in a single game, but over the course of an entire series, it's really special.
Pete, I'm new to social media, so I'm still trying to make my way on certain platforms.
Right.
But I did notice that, is there a baby polar bear on the way? Is there a cub on the way, Pete? Fill us in.
Yeah, we're having a baby boy. We're really excited. We're really, really blessed. My wife's having a super healthy pregnancy so far. Everything's going great, so yeah, thank God, and she's been an absolute rock star during this entire process. So we're excited to have our first.
That is amazing
awesome,
news, Pete.
Hey, congratulations
to you and your wife. Before we let you go, you're so popular. There are so many kids that absolutely love you. We have a question for you from our Play Ball Player of the Month, presented by Chevrolet. Her name is Ella Reichbach. Now, listen to this question. Take it away, Ella.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ella, and I am Play Ball Player of the Month. And my question is, how do you stay so calm in the field?
How do I stay so calm? I think the number one, that's a really good question. I think the calmness comes from the confidence and the hard work that you put in before game time. Because if you put in the hard work, the good things are going to happen. The good habits are going to show during game time. So trusting in the work, trusting in the process, I think that it not only gives you confidence, but with confidence comes calmness.
Pete Alonso, you're a class act. You've always been one of our favorites. Congratulations on your hot start, player of the month, but also the news of your family. Just terrific stuff, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
I want to see you retire a Met. I want to see you.
Me too. That'd be amazing.
Let's make it happen.
Thank you. Yeah, get on the phone with Scott, and you guys can call Steve together.
I'm going to call him right after the show today. You need to make it happen.
Right
Let's go.
All right, see you,
Pete. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Take care. The great Pete Alonso, everyone. Hey,
when I order a burrito, I only need one thing. If I'm paying $17, I want a heaping burrito. I want to not feel good when it's finished. You know what a heaping burrito looks like? The all-rise burrito. This might be the chimichanga. Ooh. Yes, it might be. It's deep fried, just like what he's doing to pitchers this year. He leads Major League Baseball, Aaron Judge, .412 average, we know, .503 on base, 64 homers and 160 RBIs over his last 162 games, and he's on a 32-game on-base streak. The Volpedo burrito. We're going to throw a little Italian sausage in this one for Anthony Volpe, okay? He's hitting .333 with a .946 OPS over his last 10 games, and we know what he's about on defense. Working that ball up the middle the other way. Had a couple knocks last night. The Grand Slam burritos coming next for Austin Wells. I went down a YouTube wormhole last night. He claims that chorizo and maple syrup, some type of like maple syrup fry or tater tot is his go-to. And he's slugging .595 with 3 homers, 13 RBIs over his last 10 games, and looked unbelievable. Sitting on a changeup right there from Wandy Peralta. The belly burrito. Throw a little bell peppers in there. Basic bean and cheese burrito. He got off to a slow start with a .527 OPS over the first 22 games, but he's picked it up. .870 OPS over his last 11 games. We know what he does on defense. Good in all 3 outfield spots. Tied for 10th among Major League outfielders in outs above average this season. The big sleep. Is there tryptophan in this one? Because he looks like he is carrying this team on his back, and he's doing it while he looks like he wants to take a nap half the game. He's 6th in Major League Baseball with a .602 slug and 7th with a 175 weighted runs created plus, the California burrito. French fries and guacamole added to this one, Robert. Okay. Max Fried, 6-0 with a 1.01 ERA in 7 starts this season. He leads Major League Baseball. He's got the 2nd lowest ERA behind you, and that's what he thinks of your pitch hand. Behind Yamamoto. There you go. And we handed you the original pitch hand to Max Fried, and you know what he did with it? He lost it.
Someone on the crew just cast it aside.
Keep it coming, the Los burrito for Carlos Rodon. This one's got spicy meat and jalapenos because he gets the red tush out on the mound. He's coming for you. This one is going to leave you running home. All right, 3-0 with a .7 ERA over his last 4 seasons. A 151 opponent batting average is the lowest in Major League Baseball this season. And I combined Clark Schmidt and Paul Goldschmidt because you don't know what you're going to get in this burrito. It's called Schmidt Happen.
Whatever works. Whatever you have in the fridge.
Whatever you want, it could potentially be great. 6 innings pitched for Clark Schmidt, 2 runs last night in his start against the Pods. And Goldschmidt is 2nd in Major League Baseball with a .351 batting average.